Welcome to coffee time. We're going to make a coffee. I don't know what coffee we're making because I haven't decided. So let's decide, shall we? Let's hope that my cameras are working today. Well, one is. Where'd the other one go? There it is. Right, here we go. So, I got a big bag of Monmouth coffee right here. Got delivered yesterday. I got my AeroPress. The espresso machine is hot, ready to go. So let's have, what should we have? Should we have I could go get the frozen beans out of the freezer and do another espresso and try and give that a go. Because it wasn't quite dialed in properly last week, was it? So we could give that a go. And then maybe an AeroPress of this stuff. I do have some decaf as well, that maybe I'll have a cup towards the end of Lego if I feel like I need another coffee. But shall we give an espresso a go? With the frozen coffee, try and get that right, and then we'll open up this big bag of coffee. How about that? Does that sound like a deal? We are doing Lego after this. Please go vote in that poll. Let me see if anyone's actually voting. Ooh, TIE Fighter is currently winning. You remember when we walked past the turf house? I've been to the coffee shop that, unfortunately, I think the first couple of books were written in most of the time. But let's not go into that. We have a long, busy afternoon. Oh yes, we're going to a comedy gig later. So, yes, we're actually socializing and going out. Why am I stood over here? What am I doing? Coffee, that's what I'm doing. I was just stood staring at my Lego. I'm not awake, guys. Leave me alone. Shut up. That's it. I'm going to the freezer. Hey there. Just a quick reminder. This is a recording of a stream I did on Twitch. If you like this and want more live content, come join the chat and the great community over on Twitch. I stream every week, Monday, Friday, and Sundays. Or follow me on my socials for any changes or extra streams. Okay, thanks, and here's the video. Here we go. I got my frozen beans in my jar. It's airtight. Oh, God, that's very tight. Oh, right, we need, if we're going to do a espresso, we're going to do 20 grams as usual. One's fallen on the floor. That one's for geek later. I haven't put it in a jar that's easy to hold, and plus the jars are very cold. It's going well today, isn't it? Right, that's more than 20. You can go back in there. A bean, do you want a bean?
Thank you.
It's a frozen bean.
Do you want to take a quick dog?
Doggo.
Neo. He's got his toys now. Go see. Go see.
Hello.
Go.
Bye.
All right, you're always picking a toy to come and bring.
Of course.
Go see. Go see.
No, you can't decide. You can't decide. You can't decide which toy. I get it. It's a problem.
It's the big ball, the little ball. Oh, now he wants the blue ball. Go show Daddy. Go show. No, that's the kitchen.
Oh, he probably wants to go out.
Yeah, I'll let him out.
Okay.
Bye.
I need to put those back in the freezer.
I'll take him.
Right. Let's switch that to a level 2 and get grinding. Oh, one bean fell out. It was underneath. Alright, it's going to be loud for a minute. Oh, Bomber's now winning. Okay, fair enough. Monmouth, yes, I'm going to love a bit of Monmouth. You want to do an inverted AeroPress? Hey Joe, if you want to, let's do it. Yeah, fuck it. Let's do an inverted AeroPress. I haven't done one of them in a while. We haven't done them on stream for a long time. Yeah, we'll do an inverted. Husband who knows about Star Wars says TIE Bomber, I have no preference. I prefer the TIE Bomber. Bring back dog. That's what I'm here for, the dog. I intend not to get dressed or leave the house today. That's the way it should be on a Sunday, Leah. Round of applause there. Always Doggo. Most important. He's the star of the stream. Too many toys, yeah. Too much toy choice is a problem. Is a valid Doggo problem. I mean, he does just go off and just pick a random one, then come back and then go off and pick another random one. Right. Ooh, that's still wet. Can you see that? You can sort of see it. Let's do our espresso. Put a little paper filter in there. There we are. My frozen beans, all nice and ground, smelling lovely. So last week, if you weren't here, we did an experiment with those frozen beans because they have been in the freezer for about 6 months and they're still good. They're still very good. Go back and watch that. It's all on the... Is it on the VODs? It'll be on the Twitch VODs. It's not quite on the YouTube VODs. I'm about a month behind on YouTube, alright? We do our little distribution, make it nice and even. And we're, oh. Let's distribute that a little bit more, there we go. And then we tamp. Nice flat one, let me do that again, just to make sure. There we go, lovely and flat. Stick our little puck screen on top, and I'm just going to leave that over there for a second while I cool off the machine. It needs to cool off slightly. Moss has already left the house. Not again. Not again. Yes, if you want to watch all the coffee streams, they are on YouTube. At this address. If I can type. Which I probably can't. There it is. Right, that should be cool enough. Let's get the camera. There we go. Where's my little container? There we are. And let's go. Now, if we're timing it, it should be about 25 seconds or a bit more. This might be a little bit more restrictive. Again, my grinder doesn't really do half steps. Oh, that's much better. Look how dark that's coming out as. Can you see that? Perfection. That should be about 40 mils of coffee. Go back over here a little bit. You know what? Should we steam? Do we want to steam some milk? Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's get that going. Where's my thumb? Get the thumb out. Right, we're going to steam some milk. I need to get some bubbles in there. And then get it down, get those bubbles nice and velvety. Start spinning it around and folding the bubbles into the milk. Wow. Keeping an eye on the temperature. It's almost at temperature. Clean it out. And we have some lovely frothy milk. Look at that bad boy. That was about a third full at most, that jug. Look while you do some cleaning. Thank you for the look, Joe. Man, man's on fire, going from the treadmill to the cleaning. I certainly couldn't do that. Not on a Sunday. Come on, Sunday's for making coffee and building Lego. Right, just a little bit of hot water in there just to just get out of the jar. Right, here we are. Look at that. Look at that froth. Let's just swirling it around, try and get it all mixed in. Because you'll have frothy milk, you'll have just hot milk in there, which isn't bubbly. And then you'll have to mix them all in. I've definitely got way too much milk here for this, but yeah, there's not a lot of froth coming out. I'm gonna cheat and just get some froth, stick it on top. There we go. Lovely. I've only slightly spilt that. Ignore it. Turn you off. I'm going to do an AeroPress next. There we go. There's my coffee. A little bit cheating. The froth didn't come out. There was too much non-froth milk at the bottom. So what that tends to mean is I probably need to add more bubbles in at the start of the process of the milk and get it a bit more bubbly so it comes out thicker and velvety. But there we go, lovely. Oh yeah. Also, I could have just used a bigger cup, but this is my like nice sized Americano sort of small ember mug. Oh, which I do love so much. Right, so that's the espresso. From the frozen beans, that's come out a little bit better than it did last week. I much prefer those beans, I think, as an AeroPress than an espresso, but they're very good beans. It's very good flavour. But let's go on to an AeroPress now. Now, Joe, I know you've just gone to look, but let's do an inverted AeroPress. What's an inverted AeroPress, you might say? Well, typically, you have your mug. Where's my mug? And you stick your AeroPress on top, and you do its filling up and the water and whatnot, and then you have a little plunger, and the plunger goes in, and then you plunge it down, and you're pushing all the coffee. You let it sit for a bit, and then you're putting all the coffee through the filter, so it filters out the coffee grinds. So that's the standard way of doing it. The problem with that is, you put the coffee in, and you put the water in, and then it slowly does start to drip through a little bit at the start, and even if you have this on, it can still drip a little bit, even though there's suction there, until it equalizes, there's an equilibrium there. And people go, oh, well, that first bit's not very brewed very well because it's only gone through the coffee like almost instantly, you know, it hasn't extracted enough, so you have under-extracted flavors in there. And to be fair, they're kind of right, but on the grand scheme of things, it's like, it's not a lot. If your timing's right, it's not that impactful. Impactful? That's not a word. Anyway, but I get the point. So people, someone came up with the inverted method. Now what the inverted method is you've got your plunger, you've got your AeroPress. So that creates the seal. Like that. Then you put your coffee and your water in there and you fill it all the way to the top. and you leave it. Then you put the filter and the cap on, get your mug, flip it over. At that point, disaster usually strikes, and then you carry on as usual, plundering it down. And what that means is no water comes through, all of the water spends the same amount of time with the coffee, there's no under-extracted stuff in there, generally. Of course, that method comes with added danger. Good old added danger. And that danger is the seal could leak, it could fall over. Flipping it is a problem. Like, I've had it where it worked perfectly fine. I've had it where it didn't work at all. So we're going to give it a go, and we're all going to blame Mr. Cool Runnings if it goes wrong, right? He has personally just said in my brain, telepathically, that he will come to my house and clean up the mess. So disaster usually strikes as it buffered. Nice. That feels like a lot of extra issues to not much payoff. It's also showing off as well, Moss. There's a lot of showy offy part of it. If you go on the AeroPress subreddit at the moment, people are just posting going, I finally did the inverted, and it's kind of like a rite of passage sort of thing. And to be honest, I've done it. It's gone well. It's not gone well. It doesn't make much difference. Right, shall we give it a go? We're going to use these new beans from Monmouth. They're new, but I've tried these before. It's a Fazenda IP. Fazenda IP from Brazil. It is a dark roast. There we go. They're not currently doing my Fazenda Furnas, which is my standard daily coffee. So this is the second best one I like from them. Love a good dark roast for my daily coffee. I say dark, it's it's specialty dark, as you can see there. I don't know if you can actually see that. Which people would probably call medium light, if I'm honest, from the non-specialty world. But you don't really get much darker than that in specialty coffee. We're going to do 14-ish grams. Get the grinder up to our usual level. Get that ground. I accept this position of responsibility. And if you need to flip it in the kitchen, no, we're doing it on camera. Well, we're doing it on camera. I ain't doing this over the sink. I think last time I did this, I forgot I put milk in the cup beforehand, and I flipped the cup with milk in it, and the milk went everywhere. That was the disaster of that one, but that was my fault. That was me being an idiot and forgetting. So, it's fine. It's gonna go fine. Right, so the important thing is to make sure this seal is in and sealed and enough that it will stand up by itself. Also should be level so it's not tilting in any way, but you don't want it too far in because you're going to lose that amount of water. So you actually get slightly less coffee from this because of the that initial drop when it's this way around. Means that you have a bit more, and then you can add a bit of water on the top as it goes through. So yeah, here we go. Here we go. I probably should use that. There we are. Oh. Okay, that's the coffee in. Kettle is boiled. I'm out steamed. It's by my leg. Here we are. Now, we actually need to fill this all the way to the top so there's not any air in there as well. That's the important part of this. Here we go. Are you ready? This part is usually quite safe. Alright, I'm just going to give that a teeny bit of stir before adding the last bit of water, because there were some bits on top not in the water. Boom! Look at that. Let's put a timer on the board. We'll go for about 3 minutes. You can see it's already sunken down a little bit because in fact, I'm going to top that up because the space in the coffee, where the air is, carbon dioxide and whatnot, is being replaced by water. So these bubbles and stuff, that's blooming basically. I could have bloomed it so that it did that a bit more efficiently, but there you go. That's why we're getting bubbles. So yes, it will contract a little bit. And there we are. What we are going to do is going to prep the cap, get our filter. You don't have to leave it completely open like this. I could put the cap on straight away, but people like to watch it and maybe stir it a little bit before they put the cap on. That's another way of doing it, because usually sometimes I take the plunger out, remember, and I give it like a little swirl to distribute it, disturb the coffee a little bit. Can't do that, so I can like give it a stir towards the end. It also means that coffee should fall to the other end, and then when I flip it, it'll start falling back up. So water and coffee mix much more, potentially. It's all negligible, in my opinion. Right, 2 minutes has passed. I'm going to stick another 1 minute on there. It's all going wrong. Disaster's about to strike. Moments before a disaster, eh? What won the Lego vote in the end? The Thai Bomber. Okay, so what we are going to be doing after I make this coffee is this set. Thai Bomber, Lego Star Wars Thai Bomber 75347. Let me update the bot because I have a little command for Lego. Seven 5,3,4,7. I don't know if we'll finish this today. How many pieces does that have? Timer's up. That's all right. We can give it a little bit extra time. 7, 5, 3, 4, 7 has 625. 625 pieces. There we go. If you exclamation mark Lego, that'll now appear on chat. That's what we're doing. Keep that there. Get out of the splash zone. Right, here we go. Are you ready? So, first thing I'm going to do is a little stir. Then I've got to somehow get this on there without it falling out. So what I'm actually going to do is take a little bit of water and dampen the thing there so this sticks to it a bit better. There we are. So I can flip it over and no, that didn't work. A bit more water, come on. it's not sticking. Where's my little sprayer? Can you stay in place, please? There we go. That should do it. There we are. See? There we are. So, because I don't want any gaps in the corners. Right. I've got to get that in there. That should be tight enough. Get our mug. Flip it upside down. Now what I do is I grab this and this and hold them like rigid, so in the process there's no air like gap being created by the seal. It's all one unit. However, the AeroPress body is extremely hot, so this is going to have to be very quick. Right, 3, 2, 1. Oh! Because if you like push this to the side, you'll get a gap and then all goes wrong. But there we go! It's over! Now we just plunge, as usual. That's usually where it goes wrong, is that seal gets like bent slightly as you're turning it, and the whole thing can just come out. The whole lot can come out. Unnecessary risk to your coffee morning, I think. It's just to impress people or a one-off bit of fun. But there we go, there's my coffee. Lovely coffee. I'm going to have a little sip of black. Not bad, not bad. I'm going to stick some of this milk in there though. Little froth on top, how about that? There we are. Inverted AeroPress. Perfect. Thank you, Joe, for suggesting that. To me, that tastes a little bit weaker than usual. I just put 14 grams in. It should be fine. Should be fine. That might just be the coffee. Boy. And then we still got our espresso here, keeping nice and lovely and warm in this heated mug. I'll invert the protein shake in your honor. Do you have the metal ball inside and you have to like proper shake it and stuff? Do you do one of those? Okay, right. That's the end of coffee time, really. Unless anyone's got any questions or wants to see anything else or talk about anything else coffee related. Nice little espresso this morning. Lovely inverted AeroPress. Won't be doing them too often. You have one of those, it's currently full of other things. Alcohol? Joe's just like there. He's got his pre-workout. He's got his protein shake, and he's got his pint of vodka. He's there on a treadmill, just like one at a time. You got to balance it out. You got to balance them all out. Oh, now I'm thinking about mixing protein shake with vodka, and how would that come out? Because some of them have some really good tastes, right? They have some like tropical, fruity, sweet tastes to make you drink them, especially the pre-workout. So, I think vodka do it. You know, it could come out quite well. Proteiny! A proteiny, yes. Shaken, clearly, not stirred. That's really what James Bond wants. That's really what he wants. But he can't go to a bar and ask for protein in his martini, can he? That's how he gets so hench. Anyway, thank you for coming to coffee time. We're moving on to Lego.